We are going to play Supermarket Simulator Early Access. I purchased this on Steam for $12.99. I have been playing this game for about 27 hours now. And yeah, I just want to kind of first off start by giving you guys just a rundown of the basics of Supermarket Simulator. So it is nighttime and my store is closed. On this game currently, it runs from an 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. cycle. So that is your day. That is the only time that your supermarket will be open for business. So typically this is when your customers stop coming in. Every once in a while you will, as you can see, get a random customer. At 9 p.m., your stalkers will continue working. If they're standing here like this, which they seldom do at my store, that means that everything is stocked, and that includes all of the inventory that I've got in my storage room over here that you can see behind them. When you start out in your supermarket, you've got about a third of this space. I have added on to my market 6 times total. It sounds like a lot, but really, whenever you buy this space, it's not very much space. Whenever you start the game, I would say it comes to about this door, out to about this wall, and then straight back. So back here and over here is all of the extra space that I have purchased. I am really liking this game so far. I think that whenever you're in the start menu, you can see some updates that they are going to implement into the game, and I think that a lot of those will fix the few bugs that I've noticed that I think need to be fixed. So I'm excited for that update. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely enjoy the fact that I'm one of the first people that have played this game. Not a lot of people are playing this yet, obviously, with it being an early release. It's just makes it fun. So this is my storage room. It is jam-packed, and if you play this game, you will understand why. In order to get those 4 guys outside who stock this store, which is absolutely essential to have to fit, I believe it's 20 storage racks in that room. So it took some time. I currently have 2 cashiers. You are not allowed to hire another cashier until you yourself, as the store owner, have completed 900 transactions. I guess it adds challenge things as it's hard to stock everything, maintain inventory, and cash out customers at the same time, and both of those lines definitely get full. One of the things about this game that only you as the supermarket owner will use is this computer right here. So you can move it by clicking and holding. You can move it anywhere around the room, but you are the only one with access to this. This is where you basically do everything, but I want to show you hiring. So you can see all of the requirements to hire up to 4 stalkers, 4 cashiers. I am at 662 out of 900 transactions. I think that this will be easier once they add in the new update that features inventory, which I assume will be on here on the computer. But for now, it's definitely difficult to cash out 900 customers while running a store. And then I'm now seeing that this number is 1,750 customers. Wow. I'm up for the challenge though. So far, I feel like I've done pretty well at this game. Licenses. Let's start there. So right now we're in the management tab. So home screen, market, management, bank. Let's start with management. So licenses. These are our product licenses. I have all but 2 that I am allowed to based on my store level, which is 43 up here in the right hand corner. You can see. I would say that one thing that I like about them is obviously the new items like green beans isn't something that we have, veggie mix, ground beef, ham. A lot of these items, they sell like soda in 4 different brands. I've already got 3 different brands of soda. I wish that assortment of products that were sold was a little bit better, but I can understand, why adding that many products would be maybe overwhelming. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself there. One feature that is also going to be incorporated is moving items around. Like right now, if I walk out onto my floor, I am unable to pick up the eggs and move them over to another shelf. Like I said, I've got 3 versions of soda already on my floor. And if I were able to categorize them all together, then I might like the idea of having several versions of soda or brown sugar as opposed to having them randomly spread out throughout my store just based on when I purchase a license. Next is bills. So every day you're going to have bills and rent that is due. Your rent, I believe, starts out at $50 a day. It might be 40, but it does increase every time that you grow either your storage or your supermarket. I am on day 125. Growth. This is how we expand the supermarket. I have added 6 sections to my supermarket thus far. My store is definitely getting a little cramped. However, and as you can see, it is $6,700 to add 1 small section. So, not that it is not well worth it, it is just very expensive, as expanding a store in real life would be. So definitely love the realistic features that I'm seeing in this game so far. Next, we have storage. So obviously, just like with the growth, this is purchasing new sections for your storage area. Customization. This is a tab that I have spent 0 time in. I honestly have no interest in spending $250 to change the name of my store. The entrance position, I could see it being beneficial if I were to move it over closer to my registers. I don't know, I'm not in any hurry to move that. It just doesn't seem essential to me. Changing the appearance of the entrance, maybe once I'm so far in the game, that'll interest me more. So for now, I'm just going to leave it be. I think the most important feature on your computer is the market. This is where you purchase and view all of your products. Here's just a look at everything that I have right now. I definitely need to stock up on some items, which I will definitely show you guys in another video. Me doing that once I open my supermarket and I start getting ready for the next day. But right now I just want to cover the basics of the game. Here are the products. Here you purchase your shelves, refrigerators, freezers. Here are your checkout counters, your racks for your storage rooms, and the spotlights. Really quick tip, I will say that it is worth it to purchase the tall rack. The next feature is paints. I did add a red paint to my cart up here. Reason being because if you look over here, you go to floor. It's pretty specific and it comes with 10 units of flooring. How did not specify on the paint. So I just wanted to see, does this cover a wall? Does it cover all of the walls? Just one section of the store? How does this work? after or at 9 p.m., you are not allowed to place orders. Right now, you can only add up to 10 items to your cart. I think that I read a review or watched a YouTube video, something, where they announced that they were going to change that. So fingers crossed that that is not just a rumor, because that would be super convenient for whenever I am walking around at night trying to memorize everything that I need to order the next day. Typically, whenever I open my supermarket, I walk right over to this computer, I open the market tab, and then I click on my cart and I hit purchase. I'm really excited for the inventory feature to be added. The last and final shortcut on the computer is the bank. Through here, you can take out loans through the bank and have no payments due. I've paid all of my installments early. I could pay this off early, considering I have all of this money, but I would not recommend that because I'm going to need to stock up on items before I open the store. If you look at this tag, it tells you how many units of each product are on the shelf and what the item is. Now, you set this item based on whatever you want, really. I found that I prefer the financial gain that I receive because customers are still willing to pay higher than market price. If they're willing to pay it, I'm gonna charge it and maximize my profit. So these are the cleaners, and honestly, like every single product in the game goes really fast. The lighting setup is it's like a grid setup over here. Like I said, so all of these things are out of, like, if I owned a supermarket in real life, like, my sodas would not be by my butter, by my steaks, by my filet mignons. It stresses me out, to be honest. But as of right now, if I click on this item, it's just going to move my fridge and then I have to move it back, and that's all it does. So I can't click on an item. If I click on a tag, it says you can't remove labels. So that's because if I were to click on this tag, it would get rid of it. Then that means if I were to order this product, my stalkers would not put it out. I wish that they would change. I can see, like, if I click on this, it tells me what the item is, especially whenever it comes to, like, the fish and the cheese. Also, some of the items aren't called like what I would traditionally call them. It just makes it confusing whenever you're going to order products. When my store is closing, I look for items that I need to stock, and then I run over to the computer and I add them. So super excited about that inventory feature, so that way I don't have to try to memorize products. If I click on it, it's not going to tell me what this product is. It is going to remove the tag, and like I said, then I'm going to have an empty shelf space like this. So if there's no tag, it is an empty shelf, and if you remove that tag, it is now an empty shelf. And whenever you order this on the computer and your packages arrive out front, they literally fall from the sky, and all your guys will go over and start stocking your stuff. They will set that in the back, and they will not set it out. Again, super important to remember to set things out that are new, or if you accidentally remove a tag, remember to go grab it. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in the back, and if they add the expiration date feature, you could potentially spoil your product and waste it. So these are my cashiers. Everybody's just hanging out. I'm going to close, and I will see you guys for a gameplay video.